All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another fun-filled episode of your show. That's right, it's the Kickout Crew. Want to thank everybody that enjoyed our WrestleMania preview a couple weeks ago, and feels good to get back on the old microphone and kick it with the homies as we always do. Be sure to listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. Watch the video on YouTube. Check us out on all social media platforms. And like, subscribe, follow, whatever all that stuff is. You know how it is. Anyway, want to kick off this episode with a fantastic time. So I've done my blabbing for the intro. It's time to swing it on over to Gallagher. So Gallagher, what you got going on?
Not a heck of a lot, my man. Just going through the week. I was chatting with Whitaker kind of before we got on here. Just kind of catching up a little bit. One thing I was talking about was kind of correlating these call-ups with something I'm experiencing at work now, which is, okay, you worked hard to get here. How do you start? How do you get started for what's next? Right? How do you, you don't want to be happy to be here. Like you want to make these guys believe that they put you in the right spot. You know what I mean? So I'm in a spot at work where I'm in the leadership role, and I'm like, okay, how do I get started on being a supervisor? How do I get started on being a manager? So how do I transform into that leadership Gallagher that people still aren't sold on yet, So it's been an interesting week, and it's I've kind of burnt myself into the ground a little bit, so it probably wasn't the worst thing that we didn't record last week. Uh so but things good, man. Things good. How about Whitaker? What's going on with you, brother?
Pretty much same thing. Just living life. Had my daughter's birthday last weekend. Of course, we had my son's a couple weeks before. We got another daughter a couple weeks later. So just enjoying life right now. Getting ready. Going on vacation at the end of the month. Going down to Florida to see my niece graduate. Very excited about. She's the oldest one, the first one to graduate out of the bunch of kids that we got.
Congrats.
So very, very excited about that and see what, the future holds for her. So, just like I said, enjoying life, just not having no downtime. Can't let nothing bring you down.
And for those of you who are not watching our YouTube right now, Mr. Whitaker has a clean shaven look going on.
Yeah, I figured I'd clean up. Like I said, I got a month, so I figured I want to try to get things situated and look good for her, and show how much I am proud of her and everything. I don't want to go in there and looking like all scrubbly and everything else.
So for the three women who are watching this video, Michael Whitaker has an amazing jawline.
You can see it now. Next time, by the next recording, you're probably a full grown again. The way we go. But yeah, just like I said, enjoying life right now. Just it's weather's starting to warm up, and it's time to go fishing, time to go to the creek and go swimming and enjoy everything.
How much of your property I'm trying to ask is, do you have a lot of property to maintain, like now that it's nights are out?
Well, I have like an acre or so, a little bit over an acre of property, but a lot of that is woods.
Okay.
So I don't mess with that too much. I just mess with what's around the house. It's ain't too bad. It's I could use a push mower easily. Riding on mower would be, too much for just what I do mow.
Right.
Mostly I just get a weed eater and weed eat everything. It takes me about the same time. I love weed eating, so well, I don't love it, but I'm quick at it, so I can go ahead and knock everything down. Right now, I'm kind of, since it is summertime, everything's growing up, and I got Georgia clay from my yard. So what I like to do is the first month or so, I let it get real hot, kind of fill out some, because wintertime it kills everything. So I kind of let it grow high the first couple of times, and It's getting that time actually. I mean, it's pretty high now. So was planning on doing it this weekend. And it's supposed to rain, so I said screw it. Didn't get nothing set up. It didn't rain. It was nice out, and I still didn't do it. So, but next weekend we'll do it next weekend.
Excellent, man. Excellent. So I shot you guys the outline, and we didn't get a chance to wrap before. But like I have a couple of topics, and I'm gonna throw them out there so you guys think about what you want to chat about for a little bit. And I feel like it wouldn't be a Kick Out Crew episode unless we talk some wrestling. So I got comedy in wrestling. I got like changing of the guards in a good way, for example, Hogan Andre, in a bad way, for example, Hogan Warrior. And then I also has wrestlers in the movies or wrestlers in acting. So okay. What would you guys like to talk about?
Well, we can go do, well, I mean, it's a hot topic now anyways with Danhausen, so let's do comedy and wrestling.
All right. I was kind of hoping you would say that.
Yeah.
Because I kind of wanted, like I had a, like I was saying, I had a bit of a burnt week out. So like I kind of wanted to be kind of like silly today and just kind of chill. Okay. So I mean, comedy and wrestling, I think is perfect. So, I of course I have notes. So, while I scroll through them, James Elkarai, what are some of your favorite comedic moments that you witnessed over the last? I don't want to give your age out, even though you get some gray hairs, but your distinguished fandom.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty recent, but that cursing the referee thing had me rolling. I was dying laughing when that happened. And
great.
Blimphausen at WrestleMania, I thought was epic. That was so cool. And the fact that he's came in and shot damn near to the top is pretty cool.
And I think that's amazing because I knew of him, never really seen any of his matches or, I've seen a few clips of like his YouTube stuff or, things like that. And I was one of the ones when, like I said, when he debuted, I was like, all right, whatever. But then as the weeks came along, it's like, man, this guy's hilarious. Just everything he's doing is golden right now. And I mean, I know, I guess Dirty Dave, he was like, less is more. They're pushing too much. They push too much. I think they're doing it just right now. I mean, they really are with him.
I thought he was a little over SmackDown too much on Friday, but then I was kind of like reading somebody's like review of it, and they said something like, normally this would probably feel pretty long, but for some reason Kit Wilson, Miz, and Danhausen made it work. I'm like, you know what? They did make it work.
They do, and you got to give credit to Miz for that. Like Miz is, I'm gonna say he's a GOAT.
He the fucking with the mega power handshake going on.
Yep. Anything Miz does, and he don't care. He'll go out there and get beat. He'll go out there and get made fun of. He'll go out there and get a cake thrown in his face, or anything. He goes out there and he's having fun with it. That's what he's doing. He's not in matches every week. He's not going for the world title. He's not, but he's out there and he comes out and something's going to happen.
It's Miz. I really appreciate the Miz now. And it's funny. He was on, I guess he did like a quick interview with Sam Roberts over the week. And I was listening to it yesterday and he said something like, I really appreciate everybody giving me my flowers, but like what I really want is like, Kofi Mania, Daniel Bryan. He's like, if you guys really love me, then do that.
Right.
I thought he was great. But another quick question I had was, who do you think is going to be Danhausen's tag team partner at Backlash?
CM Punk.
I think it really could be CM Punk.
Damn, I didn't think about that. I really have no idea.
I had kind of two. I mean, I think CM Punk is probably a great one. I had two. My first one was Sheamus because it just feels like a Sheamus spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can just come out and beat the shit out of both the Miz and Kit Wilson and call it a day, and just have Danhausen pin him and call it a day. But on the other hand, I also don't think he's above this, but maybe Obafemi.
Yeah.
It gets him at Backlash. I mean, he hasn't said that he's on Raw or on SmackDown yet. I know he's got the open challenge thing going on, but like I think CM Punk would be fun.
Yeah, I think, and he, like I said, I mean, I don't know how well Danhausen works, but Punk can work, Miz can work.
I think I just got one, Joe Hendry.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
That could be interesting. And I could see it too, being somebody being called up, like
Yeah, just something silly. Shiloh Hill would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
It could be a lot. I think, but I'm gonna stick with CM Punk.
cool. I like that one. But he's and what I really appreciate about Danhausen is that like I'm sure there are guys in the locker room that are like, this guy's ridiculous, this guy's ridiculous. But I would say that a majority of the roster is like playing along because they get it.
Right.
You know, I mean, they're playing along with the curse, they're playing along with the merch thing. I mean, they're playing around. CM Punk, his vignettes with CM Punk are fantastic.
Always. Always. And they're good friends. We're like good friends. So I mean, I can, but yeah, I'm enjoying that. But even like what you were saying before, like even comedy wrestling. I mean, you can go back to like Kurt Angle,
Kurt Angle,
Cole.
great
I mean, some of the stuff like Stone Cold did back, especially when he was a heel. I mean, that was hilarious. Kurt Angle.
Give me moments that that stand out to you that you like. Me and my buddy were together a couple of weeks ago, and we decided that we wanted to YouTube like funny wrestling moments, right? And we both had specific ones in mind that we wanted to play. Like, what are some? It doesn't have to be Angle or Stone Cold, but just the same thing I asked James. And James, again, please jump back in as far as what some of your memories. But yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I got a good one. Like even like, and I would go Stone Cold and Kurt Angle, like the whole cowboy hat thing. That thing was hilarious. That time where like they were doing, I guess it was a Survivor Series, and every time Vince said something, Stone Cold repeated it. Like I mean, just or sit there sing like with the guitar and singing and just a bunch of that stuff. I mean, it was hilarious. And then you got R-Truth to throw on top of that.
Well, let's hang on. Let's go back to Stone Cold and Angle for a second, because R-Truth is his own category that I think we're going to chat for a while about. Just because he's been around for so long and he's fantastic. But with the Angle and Stone Cold, one of the great things about Angle and Stone Cold was as comedic wrestlers they were, when it was time to turn it on, you weren't laughing. Exactly. They could do that. Stone Cold swimming in the milk during the beer bash. When the what thing first started, it was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. It kind of got out of there.
What about the bedpan?
The bed. I was gonna say, James, you're the big I'll
take it from here, nurse.
Yeah. Or how about when he was CFO or whatever it was, and he was up in the office, and just all this stuff there. Like, yeah. It's 10 o'clock. I want a beer.
And I think along the same line, speaking of the bedpan, is Mankind. Mm-hmm. I mean, he really endeared himself. Like, he was a sadistic character for so long, but he really endeared himself as as Mankind when he kind of, started trying to suck up to McMahon. But and I know this is going to sound silly, but I think you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Wrestlers are not known as very smart people, right? A lot of people think wrestlers are just pick things up, put them down. I'm just going to go beat them. But I feel like a lot of the comedy wrestlers or the guys that have comedy as a part of their tool belt are one of the smartest wrestlers there. I mean, you look at a guy like Kurt Angle, he understands that there's a time and place, right? They get it. And I think it's to realize that it's so smart. And also, like, I was listening to Danhausen on Van Vliet earlier today, and he's just like, look, man, I just don't take myself seriously. Right? He's like, it's a character. It's like people play along.
Mm-hmm. I got another one for you. What about Big Show?
Big Show, Showster.
Yeah, when he came out and he was coming out as all these other people just imitating them, like that right there was fun. I mean,
And I'll go on for and I'll even say going back even to the wrestling, the actors in wrestling or whatever, the vice versa. A lot of these guys, it's not surprising that they've really converted over there.
mhm.
I mean, all they're doing is what they're doing on TV every Monday night.
Yeah, and that's what they do. I mean, they're acting. I mean, it's a TV show. I mean, it's sports entertainment. So, I mean, I get the whole wrestler and sports entertainment. I get all that, but that's what WWE is. It's
Play a
world
character.
wrestling entertainment. You're gonna have your good times. You're gonna have your sad times. You're gonna have happy. You're gonna have like that's what it's there for. That's why we tune in. That's why we watch it.
And as we kind of going through, common moments, one I always like watching I got two of them, and I'll say the other one. We'll talk about this one and see if we come back to the other one. I don't want to overpower the audience with too many, but if I'm in like a crappy mood and I just need like a 5-minute pick me up, I YouTube all of Santino's ways he mispronounced every wrestler's name.
That's another good one. Yes. Here's another one. Yep.
I got laser shooting on my fingers. I'm Batista.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just, again, talk about a guy who, can turn it on when he has to.
True.
But doesn't need to.
Yep.
Sheamus and John Cena. That's my favorite. My favorite one is John Cena.
Yeah.
Great.
What about Mizdow?
Mizdow, fantastic.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious too.
Very original.
When he would sit there and just do everything that Miz was doing,
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
Another very smart guy. Another guy who seemed very, very smart.
Yep.
Was Damon Sandow. And I love the list of Jericho.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm definitely annoying people at work with the list of Gurr or the list of Gallagher. I don't get the pop that I want. I'll be like, you silly little machine. You just made the list. And you're like, what list? What are you talking about?
You don't get it, man. You don't get
it. You don't understand me, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then the list of 1,003 holds.
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
Jericho, and again, another guy who knows who can be serious and turn it on. But I would say I would compare Jericho kind of to Hollywood in a way. And bear with me, guys. I know I make outrageous analogies, but the way that Hogan was the ultimate bad guy and then the ultimate good guy, Jericho was the ultimate comedian, and then he was also the ultimate when he did his the suit and tie guy.
Oh yeah.
Polar opposite. And he just, I don't know, talk about a smart guy. But and I just heard he's the new villain on Dexter now.
Yeah, I seen something about that.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like repeating it now at 43, but when he used to make fun of Stephanie McMahon.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. But it was good. I mean, it was funny.
Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else you got, James?
What about Saturn?
Moppy.
What happens when you beat the shit out of somebody?
Seriously.
Punished.
If that's not the sign of onset dementia, I don't know what is. And I'm trying to be as respectful as I possibly can. What are some ones that tried to be funny and just weren't?
Oh, it's been a tough one.
God. I kind of feel like Hager with the hat was kind of getting some steam, and then they just kind of abandoned it, and then he quit or whatever. But
yeah, that happened. There's been a few, but it just they said they came out there once or twice, and it just kind of
it's hard to hammer down something funny.
Yeah,
it is. I think of a guy like Simon Dean, who I'm sure was thinking he was taking himself seriously, but he was, funny, and it just wasn't funny. I'll tell you one of my favorite characters, and it just popped in my head because I was listening to our interview with him the other day, was the friggin' Mountie was awesome. You want to talk about moments when he went to a New York City jail after losing the match to the Big Boss Man, I mean, the way he bought it, the way he sold it, the way he freaked out, I'm like, that was fantastic. Like, mwah to Jacques Rougeau on that one. Like, say what you will about Jacques Rougeau, but that dude fucking took that mounting character and went all in on it, man.
We got another one, Jerry Lawler.
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, he Attitude Era. He was right there next to JR, and he went to comedy on that one. I mean, the stuff that would come out of his mouth was, I mean, from puppies to just, I mean, anything.
And McAfee before this last WrestleMania run, but
Yeah, McAfee was great.
Before the Mania run, he was really good.
You guys really want to get me going on Pat McAfee? Yeah. I don't think you do. R-Truth.
Oh boy.
Everything he does to old man. I mean, when I thought the Judgment Day were all but done,
he came out there and brought it back.
I mean, he made it the best thing on the show for me. Because I mean, Tom and Nick Mysterio. I mean, come on, man.
And calling was it DIY teacher
next? Yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff that he does. How about when the Royal Rumble? I mean, he was gonna throw Paul Heyman over the top. Or he entered Royal Rumble and grabbed the ladder thinking it was a damn TLC match.
Hilarious.
That guy
entered the women's Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, everything he does is hilarious. Him putting these challenges out, and especially now he's tag team champion. And sit there with him and Damian Priest. I mean, Damian Priest is like, whatever, man, whatever.
He and what's great, and going back to wrestling fans having long memories, like who knows if it would have worked if they weren't in the Judgment Day? Like, yeah, we know they're friends on screen, but like, who knows if it wouldn't have worked when like R-Truth, because R-Truth won over Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
When he was in the Judgment Day. And, I remember, like, when he was, like, challenging guys, like, you and me, loser leaves Judgment Day. And David Priest's like, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
Yeah.
And
loser leaves.
Right. But, like, I feel like if we didn't have that, like, we wouldn't appreciate their relationship now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he kind of left left around the time where they kind of turned on him. That's when kind of Damian left and became champion, was when they kind of turned on. So he never really turned on Truth. So he was always kind of in that background. And I mean, again, like everything, we're wrestling fans. Everything means something.
That's what it's about. It means something.
And maybe you're not feeling a little as oozy as you normally are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up.
That right there was hilarious.
As much as I was hating Sami Zayn back then, I was like, all right, he's winning me over.
Yep. I think too, a lot of times it's when they're trying to pop the other wrestler. Yep. That one right there got all of them.
I got it, buddy.
They got Roman, he got Jay, he got Jimmy, he got Paul, they got all of them.
What I thought, like, I know it's not Saturday Night Live and stuff, and I know it's, you try to stay in the moment, but I think sometimes as like a person, you have to react to somebody saying something funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it doesn't even have to be like you think about, like, Mike, think about when your girls, like, you're at your wit's end, right? And they're driving you crazy. And then they say something like, oh, I'm going to do this. And you're just like, yeah, right. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you think you're funny now. You know what I mean? Like I can see, like, Braun Breaker, like, looking at someone and be like, oh, you're going to spear me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, rather than just like, and I think those one-offs are kind of okay once in a while. But I got a Kit Wilson figure in front of me, and he's kind of worn off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not too big on him yet. I mean, I know big hype right there at first. It's kind of, but like I say, it was a big hype and it kind of went away real quick with him.
Yeah.
But I'll give him a chance. I wasn't big on Ova when he first came. Now I'm a big fan of Ova. Like,
So I'm
yeah,
I'm
let's do it.
gonna give you a couple because maybe not as known, but like the women in comedy wrestling, like Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is 100% up there.
Genius. Like I really think she's a genius.
Yep. And she don't care. She's another one. She don't care what it is. You want to throw her in a dumpster, you want to throw cake in her face, you want to do, she's all in for it. And that is, I'm like, she had a, I don't know if she was on, yeah, I think she was on Chris Van Vliet's podcast. It's like, I'm getting paid to do it. I'm going to
Yeah.
go out there and give it 100% no matter what it is they want me to do. And that's what she does. Like, and she's a great worker.
She's very good. I can't think of. I mean, there's other comedic moments, but I can't really think of any other, females in wrestling. Like, Mae Young and the Mae Young and Moolah stuff was
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
very gross, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, we didn't even mention the Stooges or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Pat Patterson and Jared Briscoe.
Yeah.
I mean, yep, that's another one.
They were. I mean, I think you have to have those. You have to have those moments during the show where there's levity on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for me now, it's R-Truth and Danhausen. It's like I feel like we're getting spoiled now that we got two segments every week. Got the R-Truth segment and we got the Danhausen segment. It's like, I mean, it's a reason why I like don't go to the bathroom before a commercial break. It's like,
Yeah,
because you're gonna get like at the end of the match, you're gonna get that 30-second clip before they go to commercial, or you're gonna get it right before they go to the next match.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, man, but they really do a good job timing the show. Like there really is not a lot of like dead space.
Mm-mm. I mean, they do it perfect. I mean, we can go with like WrestleMania though, like
Yeah, night one was ass.
ads and commercials and stuff, but I mean, they have to pay bills.
It's a good. I was actually going to bring something, and James, you actually just reminded me of it. I had a question that I was talking to a friend of mine about, and I wanted to ask you guys about it. Do you think WrestleMania will ever get to a point where it's not on pay-per-view and it's on like an ESPN or a Fox like the Super Bowl?
No, because that's their biggest event.
So if Fox gave him, I don't know, $1 billion for WrestleMania, and that didn't include all the $2 million 30-second commercials in between the matches, do you think they would kind of? Because I mean, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, how wrestling is kind of getting into that NFL, UFC area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hope not. I mean, me personally, I hope not, because I feel like watching wrestling and watching sports are two totally different types of events. And I think where you can do commercials between plays and innings and periods and possessions in basketball. But if you take breaks the way they like Raw, like on SmackDown, I get the Ricky Saints and Cody match. Like we didn't see any of it.
Right.
Like I want to say like 3 minutes of a like 6-minute match was during a commercial break.
Yeah. Now I did like it there for a while. I know they did it for a little bit, but they did the side by side picture. So they had the match still going and they had the commercial on side. I like that. And then it was last week, I think it was, Conrad was talking about it, about the commercials. And I can see them doing like the commercials like the Super Bowl. So you have your special, that's like he said, probably 50% of the people that watch the Super Bowl watch it for the commercials. So now if they have commercials like that during it, I can I can see something different with that. But
So,
I
James,
mean,
for you.
I mean,
So,
if you're writing a check for $1 billion, of course you would take it.
no, I'm saying question for you. Do you think that night one was maybe their attempt on trying something like that? Because I felt like night one was not presented the way it usually is presented.
That is very true. I thought every time I was watching something, I was like, and here's an ad. And then I swear, I don't know if this is exact official, but it felt like one time we sat there for 8 minutes watching ads, like forever. And I'm like, is it over? Like, did I miss a match? Like,
so
No, I agree with
how
you.
I take it for night one and night two, night one was a TKO product, night two was a WWE product.
I think night one was more trying to introduce a new fan base that's coming to ESPN and has got this new app. And
Mhm.
I think night two is definitely more of a no. This is our night kind of deal.
Right.
So
And
that's why I was curious about night one because it just screamed like trying to be mainstream, trying to be something different, and it's like it's not how I understand wrestling's not always going to be presented the way we want it to be presented because things change.
right.
But I think there's a cadence about wrestling, and unfortunately, commercials aren't a part of it because we're so used to pay per view.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not pay-per-view anymore. I mean,
No,
it's a PLE.
they got different masters now that they got to serve.
Hmm. And it's same thing with the stuff in the ring. I mean, you got all these, the ads and this and that in the ring. So does NASCAR.
Yeah,
I mean, any other sport, they have stuff going on in there. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean,
no.
them
Again,
selling a
who's
spot so you can, yeah, it's money. I mean, selling a spot in the ring so you can put your name on it. Or they had that one dude on commentary for one of the matches. Like ain't no telling what he paid for it, but that's how you make your money. I mean, you got to make your money somehow.
not everybody's gonna like what you do, but you got, like you said, you got to do things that they seem. And again, it's people bitch about what they don't like. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean the next person don't like it.
true.
Right.
There's a contest every year for the Mets where they call it Kitcaster, and every a kid submits like a 4-minute video on them doing like a broadcast, and they pick one kid, they come in and do like 2 innings with them, and there was one kid that a radio guy was making fun of, and I'm like, dude, like you're first of all you're making fun of a 14-year-old, and second of all he's just trying to be different,
Yep.
right? Like maybe his different is what other people are enjoying. Just because you're not reacting to a 14-year-old, maybe a 14-year-old watching the Met game is being like, huh, if he's doing that, maybe I can do that.
Yeah. It works.
That's very true.
But one last thing about wrestling before we bring it to Whitaker's segment is and real quick, we don't have to jump into it, but of all the call ups you guys we had this week, who you guys most interested in seeing?
Wow. I want to see Soto.
So
Uh,
Ruka?
yeah, I want to see her. I said I seen a little bit of her. Very interested. See what's going on with that. So,
I'll let you cheat. Give me the guy that you're looking forward to.
man, I don't know. Let's go with Ricky Stanks.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Mr. Alcarai?
Well, we always hear like, oh, if that guy leaves AEW, he'll be a top guy in WWE. I don't know why he's staying, blah, 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 blah. And heard that a little bit about Ricky, so batter up,
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I mean, like I said, got what we were talking about before. I don't watch NXT really, so didn't see what he did there. AEW is just kind of on the background for me, but I've heard great things. We're gonna give him that chance.
Yeah.
I like him more as a heel than I did as a babyface. I think he's trying too hard as a babyface, but when he turned heel, I thought he really started to find his niche. So now that he's up in the main roster, he's only going to work with better guys. But the two people I'm looking most for, actually, James, what about who's the girl you're looking forward to?
I mean, shit, you gotta go. Well, you don't gotta go, I guess, but Soul. I mean, you gotta wonder how high the mountain is for her because she looks the part, and that her finisher is fucking like if that thing
I
gets over on the mass, she's gonna be everywhere.
That's what got me was her finisher. When
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit, that's fucking
for real.
badass. Like,
And she took a hell of a bump off that table too, or off the
yes.
platform thing.
And that
Ooh.
that was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That
was
was brutal.
insane.
And again, coming in on top, I mean, she had a heck of a match with Liv Morgan.
Mhm.
Hmm. So,
The
like to see what happens to that.
yeah, I'm gonna the guy that I'm looking most forward to is Ethan Page. I'm a huge All Eagle fan. I think that if I was a wrestler, I would want to be Ethan Page's character. Like that's how I always envisioned myself if I ever became a wrestler. Very Shawn Michaels, very Ethan Page, very into himself, very cocky and stuff like that. So his and what I appreciate is like I always thought he was a smaller guy, but looking at him next to other guys, like he's actually a decent size. He's not small,
Right.
Ethan Page. And I am a huge JC Jane fan. I am
Okay.
a huge Casey Jane fan. When she beat Oscar, not Oscar, when she beat Stephanie Valkyrie for the title, I'm like, who the heck is this? And she really dug in. I think Shawn Michaels was like, check this woman out. I think, you may not like her now, but give her some time. I think
Mhm.
she, I think she is a great heel. I think she's got that dirty Dom type of heat. And as I've said to you guys numerous times, anytime Fallon Henley is on my screen, I am a happy individual.
Yeah, it was good until she started messing with my wifey.
I know. I mean, we get the conflict of interest going on there, so I get it. But maybe, one day, maybe all four of us can go on a double date and be, just and laugh about
There we go. We'll do with
it. So, Mr. Mike, you said you got a new segment for us, or you got some new
Well,
topics you want to chat with us
yeah,
about.
it's just a little game I like to play. I want to try it out. Heard it's another fan out there said he wasn't a big fan of this, so I figured why not I do it. So this is gonna be a blind reaction, rate 1 through 5.
Oh, I've never done this before.
Yes. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you some matches. You're gonna rate it 1 through 5, one being number one, five being the least, and you can't change your numbers. You just have to go by it. So we're
Okay.
gonna do WrestleMania matches though.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one we have is Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon, WrestleMania 26.
All right. James, I'm thinking 5.
Yeah, big
Five.
time.
Yeah.
Unless this is see, this is the thing about these blind reactions. Mike could be setting us up.
No,
That may be the best match that he's gonna call out.
Oh, he's definitely, yeah. It might be actually, yeah.
So now we got
Although, I mean, even the worst match I've seen at WrestleMania, that's still better than the Bret Hart Mike. I mean, come on. It was the Hart family. Let's say it was a Hart family versus Vince McMahon.
okay. All right, well, we'll wait and see. Now we got Kane versus Great Khali.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, he set us up, James.
I know where this is going. I have a feeling I know what one of the matches is going to be later on in this list.
All right.
But
Just wait.
fucking
Okay, so this is my thinking, James, right? Like, even if they're bad matches, I still love seeing big guys go. Like, I don't care how bad the match is. Like, even Giant Gonzalez and Undertaker, I can still watch because they're two huge guys trying to beat each other up. So I'll put it at 3. And what do you think?
Exactly what I was thinking was 3.
All right, cool.
All right, both out to me.
I was gonna say I want to combine with James for the list. Yeah.
Okay. Next one we have Michael Cole.
Knew it.
Versus Jerry
It's the one I was just thinking of.
Okay. Here's my thinking. I want to put it 1 for how bad it is. That it was actually pretty. Well, no, actually, no. It was fucking awful. It went like 15 minutes.
So it was insane.
I still think it's better than Bret Hart McMahon, so I'd put it 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
God, now we got to rank the next two.
I
1 and
know
2.
this is gonna be
Yeah,
tough.
2-1. Okay. So the next one is the Big Show versus Aki Bono, which is the sumo match.
Oh gosh.
Fucking knew this
Oh
was gonna happen.
gosh.
So now, technically, you guys only have 2-1.
I mean, there's got to be a match that's better than that, right?
Well, this list, I don't know.
I mean, I'm kind of wishing I would have stuck to the Cole Lawler #1 at this point.
I guess number 2.
Yeah. So what's number
Drum
1?
roll, please, on this one.
You're number 1. Go fucking figure. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar.
All right.
WrestleMania 20.
I can live with that being the best of the 5.
Yeah.
Because at least they both got stunned at the end of the match, and at least the New York crowd had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah, but it was Goldberg. Worst match.
Oh, it was god awful.
Okay. So now this next one, that was right there was just jokes. But
Okay.
this next one, there's going to be a twist on this. So we're still going to do 1 through 5. However, I'm going to give you 10 matches. So then the ones you don't want to rank, you just say pass.
I feel like this is too convoluted. I feel like that one.
It's
It's gonna be a difficult one.
No, and these are this is a for real deal.
All right.
Matches.
Give us number 1.
Number 1, Austin versus Rock, WrestleMania 17.
So are we ranking them as far as our the way we?
Yes, your favorite. Like what you think would be a good match or your favorite match?
And these are all WrestleMania. Are we just doing? I'm sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. Are these WrestleMania matches or WrestleMania main events?
These are just WrestleMania matches.
Okay.
They're not going to be main events.
I would probably put that somewhere around 3, James. I don't know about you.
The ending really pisses me off.
I know, but
You can also pass.
You know what? Can we? All right. I might. We can only rank 5, right?
You can only rank 5.
I might pass on that one.
I just hate the ending, man.
I know.
I get it. I've heard JR talk about it a million times, but fuck, why turn him heel?
Like I could probably rattle off 5 off the top of my head before I name that one. So I'd say pass it.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Yep, both not pass.
All right.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah. HBK versus Taker, WrestleMania 26.
Oh, 26.
So now you see we're doing good matches on this one.
Yeah. I might pass that one.
Okay.
Because you never know what the fuck else is on the list.
If there's a chance 25 is on the list, you got to go 25.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And so are we passing the first 2?
We're passing the first 2. I'm actually keeping a track of them. I'm writing them down.
All right.
My first 2. Next one, Cody versus Roman, WrestleMania 40.
Oh. Oh gosh.
Well, there's 40. 40 is not the one with all the bullshit, is it? 40
No.
where he just beats Cody?
39 was the BS. 40 was the Avengers.
40 is the one where Cody won.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, 40 is Avengers Endgame.
So okay, so that's the one where all the shit happens at the end.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. You gotta rank that one up there. You can't pass on this one because I still watch that where it's like the most exciting 5 minutes of WrestleMania history. I've still watched that probably once every 2
Dude,
weeks.
I still freaking get goosebumps. Here's my real quick
Brad
question.
was there.
So, Mike, during like a draft, you're not really allowed to say the names of players who haven't been taken yet because it's kind of like an unsold thing. Are we allowed to say like other matches we think may be on the list that is better or worse than, or we have to just strictly think about this match?
I mean, you can think about the other matches, but I'm not going to tell you what the other match is until.
No, I know that. I'm saying like when I think WrestleMania, like 1, 2, 3, I think Bret Austin. I think
Hogan Rock. You got to put Hogan Rock up there.
Hogan Rock. Yeah, absolutely. Hogan Rock, Bret
Macho Man and Steamboat.
Macho Man Steamboat, Hogan Andre.
Some of those could be on the list.
And that's what I'm saying. Roman. I mean, Seth and Roman and Brock.
Right.
Fuck, Punk and I mean, this last WrestleMania main event between Punk and Reigns was great. I'm gonna say 3, James.
Yeah, we better put this one at 3 and then test our luck on the next ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3 because I'm comfortable if there's those other matches on there. I'm comfortable ranking them over Cody. Although, what a hell of a match, man.
We good? Yep, I'm good with that. All right, the next one, we're at number 4 now. We have the Hardys versus Dudleys versus Edge and Christian, TLC 2, WrestleMania 17.
17.
That is a good one.
I think it's better than the run at 16 too.
Yeah, I think it's better 16. That's why I put that one.
Well, here's a question for you, James. What would, in your eyes, I don't really have an answer off the top of my head, but what would be the greatest tag team match in WrestleMania history in your eyes?
I'll give you guys one little hint on this one. This is the only tag match on the list.
Okay, so is this match worth being ranked within singles matches? Yes, William.
My tummy just rumbled.
Okay, I'll make you some food in a second, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right up. You want to wave hi?
Hi.
Please.
Thanks, Bo. I'll be right up, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, Bo.
So rumble means that.
That means you're hungry.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Say that.
Okay, what does rumble mean?
You just have to eat some food.
Okay. Bye, Bubba. I'll be right up. All right, so is this tag match worth? I'm going to say I think there's a couple other matches that I feel like might be better.
We're at number 4.
Yeah, I know.
So 51, you guys only have one rank.
What do you think, Mr. Alcarai?
It's either a 5 or a pass.
All right, I was going to say, I'm comfortable with 5.
Yeah, we'll do 5.
Okay,
Although I'm sure there's going to be one we're going to have to pass on at the end. And be like,
Yeah.
Y'all don't have to have the same numbers either, by the way, just so you know. So far, y'all are dead even on everything. Now, number 5, Rock versus Hogan, WrestleMania 18.
Boy.
All right, are we talking fandom? Or are we talking like that is my wrestling? That is my. Not only is that my favorite WrestleMania match of all time, that is my favorite match of all time.
I literally showed a non-wrestling fan that match a week ago, give or take.
That every time I talk to somebody who's never seen wrestling before or wants to get into it, that is yeah. I mean, for me, it's number 1.
Yeah, I was about to say 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Right. So, James, you want 1 or you want 2?
We'll go 1 because it is kind of one of the go-to matches. Like I go to.
Okay. Now we have Triple H versus Taker, WrestleMania 28.
Pass.
Ain't never been error.
Pass.
Pass.
It is a good match, but
that's a hard pass for me. I appreciate Triple H now, but I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna trigger Mike if you talk like this.
No, I like Triple H. I loved him when I was growing up. When he was doing the McMahon Helmsley thing, he was great. But I don't know. Once he started beating guys like Scott Steiner all the time, I'm like, all right, dude.
Okay. We're on number 7 now. You guys only have 2 and 4 left. We're on number 7. Bret Hart versus Austin, WrestleMania 17.
Got to be 2, I guess, since we already put 1.
Yeah, 2.
You want to do 2? Okay. So now we got 4. We got 3 more left.
Woo!
Razor Ramon.
Oh, I forgot about it.
DK.
I completely forgot about this one.
Damn it.
Yep.
Oh.
I think Mike set this list up in order, so he'd be like, "Oh, they're gonna have to pass on one of these like fucking monumental ones," because he said it too. You guys are gonna have to pass on one later.
Oh gosh, it's like now when he does another one, we'll at least like know a little bit.
Because we have what 1, 2, 4, and 5.
We got
we got number 8. You got 1, 3, and 5, 2, or 1, 2, 3, and 5. So all you got is number 4. So you can either make this number 4, or you can pass it. or make one of the next ones a number 4.
Are we gonna have to pass on this one?
Yeah, I agree.
Did we just screw ourselves and we're gonna have to pass on this one?
Just because we gotta know what the next one is.
Number 9,
All right.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 31. Seth Rollins cash-in.
All right, Mr. El Karai, I have a theory that the other match is WrestleMania 25, Taker and Shawn Michaels.
I mean, because on this one, are we ranking the moment or are we ranking the match? You know what I'm saying? Like with this cash in. I feel like not many people talk about the match itself. They just talk about the cash in.
I like that. I'm with you.
So passing on this one too.
We're going to pass it. Okay. So then your last one, number 10, which would be number 4. Rock versus Cena 2.
Son of a
WrestleMania 28.
He got us right there at the end.
Oh, who's so fucking good?
Because I guess we have to rank that one, even though we booted out fucking Razor and Sean.
The only one left, and all you got is number 4.
Dude, I said that, and he gave me this like mischievous look. I should have known better. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good match. And it was a really good callback from that match the year before with like Cena learning from his mistakes. And it was for the world title. So, I mean, it had a lot going on. Like, I think a lot of the second matches aren't as good as the first ones. But me personally, I kind of like the second one better than the first one.
And there we go. That's the last one.
God damn.
Well, shit,
That's
man,
kind of fun, right? Yeah,
that was really fun.
And that right there was for Brad. So Brad, fuck off. He said it about 2 weeks ago on their show that he didn't like these kind of games. So I had to make sure I had to do one. Kind of over the topic just a little bit. So
Here, Brad don't like a lot of things.
yeah. Shores.
Getting hard boiled on that show a couple times.
No, that was fun, guys. That's what I had for y'all. Okay.
That was cool.
I like it.
James, you have any parting words of wisdom for us today?
Well, what about your gold?
My gold. Well, I was trying not to dominate. I've been talking all day, and as I said, guys, you should have cut me off. So I'll make it. I had 2, but I'll make it 1. I heard it on Chris Van Vliet, and I try to what's the word I'm looking for? I when I'm talking to my team at work, when we are working with other departments and working with other people, I try to establish this, and he calls it API, assume positive intention. But I kind of look at it as maybe they're just having a bad day, guys. Like, I'm maybe that's, just always try to assume somebody's doing things the right way. Always try to assume people aren't doing things to, specifically insult you. Mike and I were talking about something with one of our, what's going on in one of our lives. And I was just telling him that, he gives a lot of grace to a lot of people. And that's one of the things I really admire about Mike is that he gives a lot of grace to a lot of people. And, despite what people may have caused him, the pain or the anxiety, he's always there for somebody else. And you're very compassionate, Mike. And it's a great quality. And you actually are an example that I use when I talk to other people about that. So thank you, and I wanted to give you your flowers. That's really it, man. And James, dude, you've been sharing all the. I was gonna not tease you about it, but I was gonna give you a little bit of a hard time because you're kind of doing the whole Barry Horowitz pat on the back here. But you share a lot of things with us about people being positive and people reacting to your positivity. And the last couple weeks, I've really seen it. And I wanted to tell you that, when we first started the podcast, you were just like, I am diving into this, like life is great. This is what's going to be. We're spreading the message, and you have spread it, my friend. So I'm proud of both you guys. No, I am. I'm proud to call you guys friends. You guys are good men, and you guys have values that, like, you're like, I love the people that you are. Like, I truly love you guys for who you are, your values, your brains, your hearts. So thank you. I'm not resigning from the show or anything like that.
But and I want to second that, especially with James, because a lot of things that he says on here about the positivity and all that, and that's why, especially when I do the souls and the clips and stuff like that, I always try to make sure I do that. But I don't just post it on X or on Facebook. I share that with friends, like personally. Your change your algorithm.
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 Yes. When you were saying that, I did that with my niece. And, every day for a week, I message her a positive word, just or something, and not that she was going to bad. She was in a great space at the time, but just kind of boost it up a little bit, And then I want to give her a shout out too. So one of my favorites, my niece Cadence, just found out she's pregnant, gonna be having a baby. So
Congrats.
very excited for that. That's one of my babies, and just excited and always looking on the bright side. And that's one thing I share with her all the time. Anytime James comes up here with something positive, I always share it with her.
James,
a lot of it is how I feel about it is a we not me thing. Because like, oh, James says positive things, but I mean, y'all say positive shit too. Like it's us. It's
trying to keep up, bro.
Positivity. Like it's and maybe I speak on behalf sometimes. I don't know, but
it is, and that's what we're here for. Is everybody that is listening, especially if you're having a down day, we want to bring you up a little, even if it's just that little bit, it's that little smirk or that little laugh or just something that can move you forward a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the meaning of this.
Yeah. Did you hear what they said? Shit like that.
Yep.
I even had owners of the bar, or not, runners of the bar, I guess you could say, because there's a lot of them. They listened to one of our shows a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "Man, it's just like guys sitting around shooting the shit." And she's like, "Y'all are pretty positive too." I was like, "Yeah, not bad."
Nobody wants to look at it. Nobody wants to listen to negative Nancy's talk and complain, right?
Oh, I mean,
yeah, we're talking nonsense about wrestling and silliness, but at least we're having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear some of these other podcasts, and the guys there, all they do is bitch and complain about this or that, whether it's politics or this or just anything. It's why?
Yeah.
Like, don't let other people's thing bring you down.
Don't yuck somebody else's yum.
Exactly.
You only have like look at your mental capacity is like a pie, like a pie chart. You only have so much room in there. So if you're putting negativity in there, you're taking slices out of the positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only so much room. So focus on what you need to focus on, I guess.
And I think sometimes, I know I can speak for myself at least, like sometimes we like to wallow in the misery. We like to feel sorry for ourselves. But, when you look around, there's life, the older you get, the shorter life is. And what I mean by that is not that we're getting older, we are, but what I mean is like when we're young, I feel like a lot of our time during the year is focused around school and different events that we're not as busy as we are as we get older, right? As you get older, you get more activities, and especially when when you become an adult, you got a job, and if you get married, you got kids. Like, I just feel like time goes by faster because there's so much going on. And there's no reason not to just want to enjoy it. It's because I think about this all the time. Like, my kids are not going to be little forever. Like my son, Michael's 13. My son's Will 7. Like, I'm enjoying, like, Will is not, I am not having any other kids. Right?
Exactly.
I'm not having any other kids. Like, this is the last time my kids will be this age. So I really try to step out of my box and then take in the moment as much as I can.
Exactly.
There's no and again, and I also feel like that the more positivity that you show to other people, the more positivity breeds positivity. You know, that can be infectious. You know, I love to go into work and just go in and be like, hey, and it's ridiculous. People, you know, look at me funny, but you know what? It changes the mood in the room.
Yeah. Right. You know, and you know, like you were saying that with kids and stuff, they only do the one thing the first time, one time, and that's it. So I mean, and I'll take it for like last weekend. My daughter rode the bike with no training wheels for the first time last weekend. And I was so excited. I was just excited as she was for it. You know, she was so excited about it. I mean, and now, you know, we came home and took the training wheels off her bike. And now she's out riding around all over, you know, and just
That's awesome.
it's amazing. And it's just I'm so happy for it. Like she came, like we came up, please take my training wheels off, please take my training wheels off. And now I learned today that you don't need tools to take training wheels off. The ones that she had, it's two little clips and clip it and pull it apart.
Which makes you a little worried about what she was riding on.
You know, that was somebody else's bike. So when we got home, she got on her bike and wanted to training wheels off. So
But I also wanted to give Rebel a shout out as well. I know you guys,
yes, was
You have to
you
address
guys
that.
have relationships with her, and you know I just met her once or twice. But I wanted to just give Rebel a shout out, and you know we're praying for her and we're thinking about her.
yes, most definitely. A lot of people are. So
Yeah.
you know, but we love you. We miss you. You got this.
One day you will be on the kick out crew, so just get better.
Yep.
There was a time her and Corey definitely wanted to be. They hit me up on a happy hour like, why the fuck ain't we on your show? I'm like, fuck, do you want to be on it? Like that.
I will record. I will record right now.
For real.
Yeah.
But they do say, like, you know, sometimes like, oh, life can change in a day. Life can change in a day. And like she's been battling with this for an extended period of time now. Like it's been quite the journey for her. And that video on her Instagram is absolutely heartbreaking. Like it's really crushing. And it takes a lot of strength to do that too. Like she didn't have to do that at all. She could have just, you know, stayed in the privacy and like all that stuff. But throughout most of her journey, she's brought us all along with her. And it's just, man, like, because she's bubbly, outgoing. Her and Britt was gold when they were on AEW. And, you know, sometimes we do take some things for granted. Like, it really made me appreciate my time with her and appreciate like life and like, man, you know, I got like all this good stuff and like I got my good friends, like, you know, stuff like that. It just kind of made me cherish a lot of things like a little bit more because, you know,
I agree.
we won't live forever. And she's definitely facing a lot and she pretty much addressed it like, I hope it's peaceful. And I was like, man, that is a strong thing to say. I couldn't have had the balls to do any of that. Like,
No.
that's strength that, you know, not many people possess. So, yeah, crushing.
And she's definitely making the best of it. She's being as positive as she can be during it. And that's who Rebel is. Like, I mean, like I said, I put a post on there. She's the life of the party. I mean, we went to Top Guy weekend. Anytime she was up there on stage or doing anything, it was amazing. And then she came down there. She was right there in the crowd with us. She hung out with us. She took pictures with us, drank beer with us, or took shots with us. She was amazing. And nothing but love and respect for her.
What was the thing on the happy hour that she would do where everybody takes a shot?
She would say a word.
Today!
Yeah, it would be a word. And every time that word came up, a lot of times it's today's.
And you know, if she is listening, and I actually kind of think she might because she knows you guys. But my buddy AJ is a huge fan too, and the reason why I say it is because like he's not a top guy. So like I have friends that aren't top guys that are fans of Rebel. So like she isn't just like well known within our AFS community. Like she really she really has endeared herself to a lot of people.
Yes.
True.
All right. Well, with that, James, you want to take us out? If you got something, let's do it, and then take us out.
Might as well. I think we've covered a lot of bases here, but didn't cover a lot also. But
That's
I
right.
did like the comedy and wrestling bit, because every now and again you got to laugh. Not everything's got to be beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. On to the next. You need a little interlude, a little relaxation, a little laughs. Not everything's got to be serious. And I kind of feel like that's what we do, right? Like we're the break in the monotony. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're riding too high or you're just trudging through the trenches, we're here. You know what I'm saying? We can break it down. And speaking of breaking it down, they say sometimes the life will pin you down, but the most important thing you can ever do is to always continuously kick out at two. That's what we do. Hot damn, that's what you're going to do too. Because why not? It's your show, the Kickout Crew. Had a great time, and we'll see you next time. And as they say in the showbiz, goodbye.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that.